Well, guys, man, it just seems like, man, these Cleveland insiders are in denial and they have a lot of delusion with them. Yesterday, we covered a show when G. Bush had to humiliate Jason Lloyd and Jay Crawford. And now Cleveland insider Bull makes a fool of himself by being in denial and having constant delusion when it's surrounded around Shedeur Sanders. You are now tuned into a brand new episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Well, guys, man, we got to talk about it right after this.
Let me put you on game. These other podcasts out here talking that shit, but ain't repping the same. It's my bro K-Sap, chopping up topics for your optics. From politics to top picks. Tune in, you gotta watch this. Exclusive material for your radio, stereo, pumping high definition. Stop what you doing and listen. We smashing all competition. You better jump on this wave. Somebody pass me a mic, man, I got something to say.
Well, guys, you know I got something to say, man. What is it about these Cleveland insiders, man, that they have this notion about anything but Shedeur Sanders? Now, like I've told you guys, man, Shedeur Sanders is still in the news. And these Cleveland insiders that are in denial, they keep up bringing up Shedeur Sanders every chance they can get when we have some quarterback news that's circulating through the mainstream media or on these YouTube sports media channels. And what has happened is we have our man G. Bush, man. He's always staying 10 toes down and giving it to you real, cooks up a nice old meal, and he has to constantly cook these guys. And now a lot of people say a lot of things about Tyvis Powell. You know, Tyvis Powell, you know, ex-NFL player, ex-NFL safety, made his rounds through the NFL. He has been saying some things about Shedeur Sanders, and it's kind of like people saying that he's teetering on the fence. But on UCSS earlier today, Tyvis Powell and G. Bush and Insider Bull was talking about what Myles Garrett said when he had to sit down interview with Micah Parsons. And also Denzel Ward's sit-down interview at the Pro Bowl with Kay Adams from FanDuel. And they was trying to get Bull to understand that these guys are lobbying for Shedeur Sanders. Your key guy, your defensive captain for the Cleveland Browns, and Myles Garrett, and another defensive stud, and Denzel Ward. And they all vouching for Shedeur Sanders, wanting Shedeur Sanders to get a chance. And they're all basically saying that Shedeur Sanders has a leg up on being quarterback one going into 2026. Now, Bull is in denial and he is delusional. So let's just take a listen how Tyvis Powell and G. Bush from the barbershop just straight humbled Bull for being in denial, pointing out everything that I just said about what Myles Garrett said and what Denzel Ward said. So let's take a listen to how they just humbled Insider Bull for his denial and his delusion against Shedeur Sanders. Let's take a listen.
Kay Adams from FanDuel interviewing Denzel Ward. Steve?
Do y'all have the guy? Is Shedeur the guy?
That's what we're looking at as a guy. You know, we're going to give him a shot to prove that he's a guy. So we're not going to give anyone that title until they go out there and earn it. And he was the last person to be on the field, and he showed some flashes. So we're going to give him an opportunity to show what we can really do, uncork the ball.
Yeah, you paying another guy $46 billion. Is he going to get a shot?
I feel like everyone on the roster is going to get a shot. And now, he was the last guy on the field, so he's obviously going to get first service. And, Deshaun, whoever else on the roster, they're going to get a real look.
Is he the starting quarterback of the Browns in your eyes?
That's not my decision to
You're
make.
You're a veteran on defense that goes up against him.
Yeah, that's not a decision made. But we got guys still on the roster that that is going to provide good competition at that position. So looking forward to seeing that happen. And make the best guy win. But I think we got a lot of talented guys still in that room that can compete. But he's definitely in a good position to get that starting spot if he wants to go get it.
Now, basically, you heard exactly what Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward said. Basically, they saying Shedeur Sanders has a leg up of being quarterback one, like I stated. And they're vouching for Shedeur Sanders to get a chance. And when Michael Parsons asked Myles Garrett about the $46 million that Deshaun Watson's making, look at the face that he made. Let's continue.
Both of them gave the most politically correct answer that you can give. You got to understand, though, you got to take it with a grain of salt because, one, you do live on two different worlds. You know, obviously defense is over here, offense is over here, so you don't know everything that goes into it. But you can tell that both guys really have a connection with Shedeur Sanders, and they do want Shedeur to get the job. They will be comfortable if Shedeur Sanders did get the job. But politically correct, they do want to see the competition because you never know what Deshaun Watson got.
But if they, I don't know that I agree with they have a connection based on what they said.
Wow.
Certainly not Denzel. What did Denzel say?
The end of it. Yeah. The last.
He's in denial.
What he said.
Can you play it again?
the last thing that Denzel said was kind of like.
I didn't see that at all.
You take listen. This is crystal clear. You might as well put your wrist up. You might as well.
I don't
First
agree
of all, Myles Garrett said, "Hey, is Shedeur Sanders the guy?" We looking at him like that. That's the first thing.
But he said he's got to prove it.
But he does.
He does.
but he also said he's gonna get first dibs.
Well, I don't know. He doesn't know that.
He said we.
Well, I know.
He did say we.
When you
Like
get
a royal we.
when you get the when you done got the sack record and they done already brought these dudes. Here's the thing. And I ain't never seen the Browns do so many doggone interviews in their life, right? They done already had the conversation with them. Here's how this gonna work, guys. You're gonna be asked about Shedeur a lot. Here's how we gonna move with this thing. We're gonna be non-confrontational, non-committal. He has to earn it, but we already know what it is. We kind of know.
You think he's got the starting job?
I think when they go
That's crazy.
I think when they go jogging out there in OTAs
he's gonna be
May,
in the
he
first
will be
huddle.
the first team quarterback.
Maybe, but I don't know that. I think that's far from a sure thing, guys.
Come on, boy.
You just asked me I said on OTAs practice one, I do think he will be the first quarterback out
If
there.
you asked anybody on the Titans, would they have not said Cam Ward is the starting quarterback?
No, they would have 100% said Cam Ward.
So
you do understand that Cam Ward was the number one pick in the draft.
Different. There's levels to that.
I understand it. I don't think you understand it.
Oh, no, we understand it.
We totally understand.
You're making it seem like, they just don't want to say Shedeur's number one.
Oh, they don't want to do that.
They're being politically correct.
I don't believe that at all.
Well, when you got a new head coach that come in and you got an open competition.
But are you saying that they believe Shedeur is the starter, but they just don't want to say it because
I think that they want Shedeur to be the starter.
Maybe one.
No.
I don't know what they want.
No, I know they believe
I don't know how you read any. Miles, maybe I could buy that reading into that.
Oh,
I don't know
stop.
how you could believe.
Denzel, what? He's in a very good position if he just want to go get it.
He said, I don't take anything Denzel said.
By the way,
guys, this is
smirk.
denial.
He said it too.
Look, I'm gonna tell you how
when he said it too.
AG Bush. So like, how you feel about Shedeur Sanders?
I just don't understand how we could assume he'd be the guy.
Who Shedeur?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you heard Shelby Harris?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
How could we assume that? Who would you assume?
No.
Who would you assume?
I can't assume anybody.
No, if
because
you had to
Got him in the
guess
trick
right
bag.
now, babe, on the first day OTAs, who would you have guessed that would be the first quarterback?
I guess I would say him.
All right, then. So what are you talking about?
It's no choice.
Miles.
That's the point.
They were both. Here's the bottom line. Shedeur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel were both bad when they played last year. That's just the reality of the situation.
But
we can make all the excuses we want, and I will acknowledge that I saw more flashes, as Myles Garrett said, from Shedeur than I did from Dylan Gabriel. And you know I want nothing to do with Dylan Gabriel. To me, I wouldn't even consider him. But Shedeur Sanders played poorly by almost any metric last year, by any statistical count last year.
So here's the thing.
And so,
given the current roster, the quarterback room,
I'd rather see him than anybody else.
Why are you sitting here acting like this?
Because
Got
the
him in the
current
trick
quarterback
bag.
room could be very different when OTAs start.
Well, here's the thing.
And certainly when training camps start.
What they're telling you.
There's free agency. There's the draft. There's a lot that could happen.
Have you heard Shelby Harris's comments?
I did not hear Shelby.
Shelby went to bat.
Shelby Harris said.
Oh, I think I did hear Shelby.
He said, "We're going to embrace him with arms wide open."
So
and
Shelby
we're going to
Harris
have
is
his
speaking
back.
for Todd Monken.
Shelby Harris
I think
is a
this was before
veteran
Todd
leader.
Monken.
Man, you guys hear exactly what this clown had to say, man. He's a joker, man. And Tyvis and G. Bush, man, they kind of humiliated Bull. He got humiliated, man. He was in constant denial. He was in the trick bag, and he couldn't get himself out the trick bag. And Tyvis put him in the trick bag by asking him the questions that he asked him, and he had to answer, well, probably Shedeur. So why are you in denial? Out of all the quarterbacks in the room, why are you in denial about Shedeur Sanders, man? See, this is what they do. These Cleveland insiders, man, Jason Lloyd, Jay Crawford, Bull, Mary Kay, Jason Lima, these people do not want Shedeur Sanders to succeed, because if he does, they're gonna look bad. And see, the problem is you got people like G. Bush, myself, Snacks, Money Main, Tings. We let them have it, man. We give them the real. And see, the thing about it is people don't want to hear the real. And everybody talking about, you know, the Shedeur caught, the Shedeurians. Nah, we just realists, man. You got to understand something. Bull come from the baseball side. Jay Crawford and Jason Lloyd, they come from the baseball side. So their intake on what they take in and spit out about football, it comes from a place of hate. Like, just be real. Give everybody a fair shake. Why are you still downing a rookie 5th round quarterback going into his 2nd year, and you still trying to throw this guy under the bus? Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback they have on the roster. Just like Myles Garrett said. We looking at him as the quarterback number 1, like G. Bush alluded to. Tyvis Powell said going into OTAs, Shedeur Sanders is going to be marched out there as the leading man. Denzel Ward said the same thing. It's up for Shedeur to go out there and take it. Yeah, he got to prove himself. But a year off season, getting all the reps, OTAs, man, it's his to lose. So these insiders that be in constant denial, man, and get shut down every day and we report it, this is what we have to do, man. I see everybody in the comment section, #salute. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. Oh yeah, just in case I forgot. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm the host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.